We have to.
Yes, you do.
You better give it to me. I won't remember.
I saw that Longfellow sent out a frosted violin.
Yeah, I got that too.
That was the,
Oh,
Thing
wow.
started
Oh,
the-
wow. Like, please, no.
Wednesday saying snow.
What?
I thought
Wednesday was supposed to be like 70.
it'll be 17.
Just put that.
Just
What I've got.
Really? What am I, a different town?
Yeah, I like mine better.
Yeah, me too.
Or something.
This is
Oh, a
coming-
week from Wednesday, I'm sorry.
Oh, there you go. From Wednesday.
Either way, it'll be better.
A week away.
We'll have 70 degrees and then a
Yeah,
couple of days later. we'll
bam,
have
it'll be in the freezer. Yeah.
Okay, procedural.
What?
Okay, this is 9/21/2023, and he sent it to the state. And do I have a vote on that? Because you guys got to vote to send this to the state.
We do?
Yeah.
Who sent it to the state? He did.
It says
The
Roger
assessor.
did. Yeah, so are you guys the assessors or
Yeah.
are they the assessor agent?
They're the agent.
You're the assessors, you have to approve this in town, open public forum before you can send. Just a learning experience, we're okay. Not a big deal, but no, that needs to be, things like this need to be approved in open public forum.
Usually Roger's pretty good about that.
Yeah.
I mean, because
That's probably why he put the note on it.
Oh.
It's probably my fault that we didn't do it when he first put the note on it.
okay.
He did hand it to me.
He's like, I'm sick of waiting for them to send it.
Well, we only meet every other week.
I
you
know,
it's
I know.
just,
I know.
what can you do?
Like what?
How's in Europe? I was driving the roads.
Yeah. Did you get through all of them?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
We did both the FEMA for the May storm.
Yes.
We had to drive the road several times for that. And then we drove the roads for the, for the,
For the assessing for the
yeah,
program thing.
assessing the roads.
Yeah,
Now we just have to plug it into the program.
nice.
So you have the program.
We don't, I gotta talk to Tom to see if he got it from Alice.
Ah.
If he didn't get it from Alice, then I'll have to call up Peter
Mm.
and try to get him to send one to us.
Nice string of.
Okay, I'm just gonna nag, just the nag.
Nag away.
So when he presented this to you, did he give you other or alternatives to just this one? Meaning he should
No.
give you two other estimates
No,
with, okay,
he just gave me that
okay,
and said I had to sign it.
okay. So next year, whoever does this, they're supposed to give you more than one option so that you can choose
Hmm.
what there's better rates. He can take more out of he can put more in thank you, or he can take more out depending on how your track
No,
record is.
we did that at when we
That
did
in
the,
July.
yeah,
So you do that at town meeting,
no, we did that at,
in July meeting.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
all right,
Like,
I just wanna make sure, okay.
yeah, sometime over this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, he does it generally with the selectmen.
Okay, that's what I was saying, okay, maybe I was in
So,
that meeting.
yeah, so this here is just,
I
no.
feel like you have
The tax,
missed it.
we did the tax commitment. We
Yeah.
already did that. We took a
Right,
vote.
but you didn't, there was
Said
only
I
one
didn't.
offering, there was
Right.
only one offering, is what I'm
That's
saying.
because we only did one.
Yeah, they work through it together.
We did a very small,
Yeah, see, and again, you gotta remember, I'm town manager government, so
we
it's
took
hard for
the
me.
lowest amount.
Okay,
possible.
we would normally discuss that in an open forum.
Right, and we would normally take somewhere in the middle, right?
Well, it
This year,
depends
we
on, it
took the
depends,
Smallest
yeah,
amount,
sometimes you wanna go higher depending on how much you've taken out of your.
right, but we tried to keep the
Yeah,
taxes
That's what
down,
he's for.
so we only ended up with one mil.
That's what Jerry's
Yeah.
So
for.
we kept, yeah, we kept
I'm
it
just
low.
making sure, okay,
Yeah.
all right, we're perfect, all right.
Yeah.
Perfect, I'm happy,
See, we did it right.
We did
There
it.
you go.
just wanna make sure.
It's good to check.
Yeah, and I mean, and I could be wrong too, what I said,
So we better vote on this one.
okay.
Okay.
We got 4 minutes.
Okay.
We're getting there.
I made a copy for everybody, and I didn't know if you
Oh, 2
kept your
minutes. I'm
notes.
gonna start
Thank you.
recording.
And Carla.
Recording in progress.
This
Oh, yeah.
one, I didn't know if anybody.
Careful, we're recording.
Oh, and this one.
I have 1 minute.
We're gonna start in 1 minute, yeah.
And this one. Frost, no frost. 4 minutes, 1 minute. Yeah. Who knows?
Okay, I got the okay from Jason that they're gonna put signs up on the stairs out here.
Who's gonna put signs up?
Is
Jason,
that- Yeah, Jason's gonna.
thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you can use those stairs right now, you might fall in the pit.
You shouldn't be anywhere near it.
No, for sure, but you never know.
Oh, wow.
It caused a problem, but we just have to work around it.
I had somebody trying to do a payroll, get a payroll for me Friday, it's Friday at 5. And he called complaining because he had to crawl under the tape and stuff and to put it in the door.
Oh my goodness.
And then we had the mail lady proceed to do the same thing on Saturday morning, to put the mail in the slot.
Okay, I'll call the meeting to order at 7:00. We'll do the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We had any comments on the minutes from last week?
Nope, think I did.
Gina,
I did the one.
just the one I have. I move that we accept the minutes from October 9th as amended.
Second,
And vote 2-0.
thank you.
The FEMA update on the May storm disaster. I had help from both Lee Dunn and Kurt Dunn and Mike Wenzel. We drove the roads at least 2, maybe 3 times to identify all the damaged roads. We had to find the GPS locations. We had to give a description of what was damaged. We needed to give dimensions of the damage. And also if any culverts were damaged. We also had fire department had an invoice of about 1,000, I guess. I'm estimating right now that we're up to a little over 100,000, about 110,000. That doesn't include the culverts and the gravel. The gravel is going to be over 50,000, I would say. And I'm meeting with FEMA on Thursday afternoon, I think. They're going to go through the invoices with me. So that's about it on FEMA.
Thank you, Bob. And Lee and Mike, if you're listening,
Yeah.
and Kurt.
Mike, what's that?
I
Mike?
was thanking everyone if they were listening.
Oh, yeah. Community rats. I didn't get any these last few weeks. Want to do the review of the
Oh, yeah.
policies.
zooming right along. Okay, I'm zooming. So continuing to move through the policy work, just making sure everything's updated. Looked at chapters 6 and 7, which is employee harassment and employee wages and benefits disbursement warrants. I think the only change I suggested to the harassment policy was including contractors
Yep.
in the list of folks here. I think I might have made one small grammatical change as well, but I think that was the only change of note.
Where would you put the contractor in?
I think I put it in this list at the top with like coworkers, customers, contractors.
Yeah, second sentence, yeah.
Mhm.
Good, thank you.
Any other
Nope, that was
changes?
it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Chapter 7 was employee wages and benefits disbursement warrants. Here I looked, you'd put together some notes and I don't think I saw anything that was on this one in particular.
No, this one is one suggested by MMA because this is what allows one
Yeah,
select board, you're giving one select board member the authority to sign if 3 aren't available for payroll only.
Yeah.
This is not Secretary of State, this is nothing, this is just payroll.
yes. Make sure everyone can get their paychecks on time if some disaster was to fall.
For some reason, I can't get enough signatures. I
Yeah.
can still issue payroll with one signature, and we're supposed to reaffirm this every year.
Yes, I saw that.
We haven't because we keep doing false starts on getting through the policies.
Yes. So the only change I made to this one was to update the current municipal officers. And there were no other changes.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I move that we accept chapter 6. Employee harassment policy and chapter 7. Employee wages and benefits distribution warrants as amended.
Second.
Vote. 3-0.
And Carrie, I would love to touch base with you maybe late this week, early next
And the
week
financial.
to, just make sure. Yeah, that we're on, that all the details are up
Okay.
to date.
I will go through it again
Okay,
because,
yeah, it's been.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's been like 2.5 years since I rewrote that. so.
yeah. Awesome. I just want to make sure.
Thank you.
That'd be great. Thank you.
And we should probably make sure that, we send it out ahead of time because it does involve some discussions about.
Yeah,
Because it is a policy that affects all of the employees.
How are we doing on policies?
we're
Almost done.
we're moving right along. I counted over the weekend. I think we have maybe 4 or 5 left to go. So we're on the home stretch on our update.
Best for last.
I've been saving the best for last. Get excited. So probably another meeting or 2 if we do like 2 next meeting too.
Good.
Do you want to touch base by phone maybe?
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
perfect.
for me.
That works for you. That'd be great. Yes. Awesome.
Okay, update on the road committee work. The road committee met with a, I can't remember if it was Peter Coughlin. Peter Coughlin from DOT. He explained how to evaluate paved roads and dirt roads. And paved roads had a checklist and dirt roads had a checklist. And after he was done explaining all the intricacies of what could go wrong with these roads, we ended up going out with him. And he showed us, he made us do an evaluation. And then he looked her over and then he sent us out. And basically it was Tom Jacobs, myself, and
Right.
Mike Wenzel.
Mm.
We spent 3 afternoons, I think it was, and we were able to do we got all the towns. done.
Wow.
So we're in the process of getting the program. Once we get the program and get this data in, what it will show, it'll give a map of Mount Vernon with all the roads on it. And it'll show, like this particular road here, it's showing high on some of these things, so
Mhm.
it's gonna put, like on a good road that's in really good shape, like part of the Bean Road is really good, because you just paved it.
Mhm.
So it'll show it in green,
Okay.
but then when it gets to the part that has grass growing in the middle, it'll go to red. Okay, so it's gonna give us an idea on these maps on what our bad points are,
That's fantastic.
where our money should be going.
Awesome.
But he's also saying that we shouldn't be overlooking our good roads.
Mhm.
We don't want to let our good roads go bad too.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful both ways.
Well, that's something that Lee kind of internally does, doesn't he?
Yes, but he doesn't have the time to look at
Oh, I
every
understand,
road.
I understand.
If
But
we-
I mean, he has input though, that is like off record.
Right.
So, yeah,
Right, and he picked 2 years ago to do the Desert Pond Road, and because of all the storms that he's had,
yeah.
he hasn't been able to do that. He hasn't tied that road.
Mhm.
He did go back and put some coal patch. Well, he uses tar as coal patch because he can buy it cheaper.
Mm.
But because it's tar, he has to put it down quick,
Mhm.
the spot. But he did put some of it down on the not Desert Pond, on the Fence Corner Road.
Yeah.
So he filled those in. There was some pretty bad ones there, but that road should have been completely tied
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
And it hasn't.
Yeah, been in
So he's losing
emergency. Yeah.
faster than he was before. So,
Yeah.
well, at some point, we'll have to look at that map, and then we're gonna have to do,
Triage.
and it might take bringing Pete back and having him look at it and giving us some ideas of what he would do.
Mhm.
Because the state's in the same situation. You look at the roads, and you still have sides of the roads that are all gullies.
Don't go up the back way to Wilton.
So, yeah, so
It's horrible.
they can't even keep up right now on storm stuff. And if we keep going that same way, then we're never gonna be able to pave our roads because we're gonna be putting everything into storms. We've had 3 storms since Christmas.
Yeah, it's been a really hard.
That have
stretch.
really,
Can I have those back and have you do those? I fixed the issue.
Oh,
yes.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
so it makes it's making it tough and leave
Mm.
Yeah,
because you can't, there's no way you can gauge what's going on.
yeah.
What's progress on grant money, anything from March?
No, we probably have to touch base with, they were gonna be away for a while. Not sure how long, but I can give them an
They were
email.
going to be back until the end of October,
Mm.
I remember.
Oh, is that what they said?
I think so. Because they said they would touch base, I thought, beginning of November.
One thing that does look good on our favor is the Blake Hill Bridge. DOT was out doing surveying around the area, Mr. Smith was saying, and they also contacted both Ron and Linda about where their wells and stuff like that is. So they're starting to put in some of the basic starting points
That's good.
of the bridge, so. But a bad point, did you see the tonnage they took down the 10 ton.
No, they did.
They
I was
put
just on that
3 ton.
road too.
None.
Oh.
Where do the fire trucks stand on that?
Vitex couldn't
Mm.
go over it at
No.
10.
They'd have to go over, yeah.
Rescue
way around.
probably could at 10. Nothing could go across at 3.
Yeah. The car.
A car, unloaded truck,
Mhm.
Yeah, because we know we have trucks.
unloaded dump
They're all
trucks
the time.
can.
No.
I meant, yeah, I gotta write that down.
We should put that on.
Would it be advantageous for us to just not let people go over them? I mean, that would scare the heck out of me if I said, I'm
Well-
going to go from 10 ton to 3 ton, I'd be like, "No, I'm not going over that bridge."
I've gotta find out who made the decision and why they made that decision.
I know.
Yeah, if there's a little wires or rebar hanging out.
Well, I had to put car down,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could
Pat,
write down
letting
too.
the-
but
Yeah.
why?
Is that something that we should be posting on the website?
Yeah, that's what we're just.
That's
As a
what we're
caution?
Yeah,
Actually,
Let
what,
me find out why they did it first.
That's a good point.
what would really be good is if we
That
could
horse.
get a sheriff or a state trooper to help us enforce that, so.
Good luck.
Yeah.
And
How do you
we,
know? How do you
We
know?
have one in residency, but he's not of this area. Right? The fellow that lives on Blake Hill?
Yeah, he's undercover right now.
Yeah,
Oh, Lordy. Well, okay. Hmm.
no, I mean, could a citizen go out and hand out warnings to people?
No,
You can do that at the dump. You could do that at the dump,
Yeah,
but
but like.
I wouldn't
like,
advise it. The guy's in for trouble.
yeah, I think if you post it on the website adequately, you've got yourself covered. Right?
Well, and I am all getting ready to do some public notices, I can also
Okay.
post something.
Yeah.
that You guys.
At the store, the post office or whatever.
But a lot of the trucks that I've seen going up and down there were logging trucks. They're not from around here, so they're not gonna see it on our website. They just ignore the signs
Has the
because they're-
sign been posted on the Pond Road? It's been reduced on the Pond Road as well?
Yeah.
Okay, and how about I don't remember seeing anything on the other end. I just, maybe because I haven't looked.
Yeah.
Is there another posting sign on the other end?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but there've been trucks going through the
Oh,
whole,
I know that. I know.
and it's more to preserve the road to keep it hanging in there until they get around to it.
Let me find out why.
yeah, why the reduction? Yeah,
I'll let you guys know.
sounds good.
Well, make your suggestion, I'm telling you. Speak up.
yeah.
He said, put up a mock camera.
Big camera, no truck driver.
Ron already has a
A real
real
one.
camera.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just talking about something that is really visible, really obvious,
Oh.
and non-functioning.
It's not gonna go frosty.
Non-functioning, mind you, between all of us, of course, you know, and the rest of the population.
I'll love to take your picture.
But,
Okay, next item, the audit. We got these things, can we sign these tonight? To
Yeah.
get them going?
Yeah,
Do you usually sign them or do we?
I signed them.
You already did?
I signed them and sent them off.
Oh, okay. So what do we have for a schedule? You
They
want me to
haven't
call them
gotten
and
back
tell
to me.
I will call them and tell them I want it by the first of the year.
Actually, I think it gives the date. I mean. That's for fixed assets.
I have a copy of that right now.
No. You can have that one.
this is the actual town audit?
Yes.
Who did the audit?
Who does?
R.H.R. Smith.
They,
Ron Smith.
they have been doing it.
Who is it?
R.H.R. Smith.
Yeah, where they at?
Buxton.
Down south, anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Buxton, yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, what's this?
I No, the dates you have someplace, but, I mean, the date that they promised to have it finished, but they haven't told me when they're
Is there an
starting.
electronic copy of that
Of,
document we're just talking about?
The
The
audit.
audit?
Yeah.
the audit.
The other,
That was, I got it right off from the internet. Yeah, I can send it to you.
okay, thank you.
That's not the audit. That's just a letter.
Got it.
There is a date that they promised to have it done by. They haven't gotten back to me to actually schedule it.
I got an email from them and they said, I can't remember when they said, and I said, yes, that's what I want. And I think it was like December or something.
Yeah, well, that's what it was last year too. I had
I
all the
know.
stuff to them in December.
Yeah, well, I'll be right on top of them.
Thought it's sitting here. I don't see the date on the top of my head.
Shouldn't that be posted on our website too?
The audit,
Well, that document,
It's the engagement letter.
yeah,
Says we're going to do an audit,
yeah.
the gap standards.
we
Okay.
have- Yep, I'll email it to you guys.
okay, thanks.
Put that in Tina's folder. Or do you want
Oh,
that,
she wants it.
I just need a copy.
Good.
or do you need?
You can have it.
Thank you.
I didn't write on it.
All right, it's in your folder.
Thank you, yeah.
Other business.
I wanted to check in briefly about email storage.
Oh,
You're like,
yes.
And Zoom storage,
Storage, electronic storage. Should I just email Scott and ask, he's holding that account, right?
Yeah, I don't have, cause, I don't have the passwords to up it,
Yeah,
but I believe he does.
are we all feeling good about upping email storage?
Yes.
do we
we
know,
feeling good?
do we know the costs?
Three,
Not that we have
$5 to $31.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's
fine.
the three, select board accounts.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Now, is there something that Scott or I can do and go through and get rid of all the junk emails, the emails that we don't by statute
already
have to
done.
save? Wow.
Yeah,
What happened was the select board were given a very small storage,
Oh, okay.
and it doesn't make sense because they get so much stuff. Like I have a much larger storage.
we get a lot,
Yeah,
you know,
Yeah.
just pile right on. And a lot of it I don't dare to get rid of, like anything on like the dam. I don't
Right.
care what the level is. I can always retrieve it, but. So there's a lot of stuff, like we get stuff on all the time on websites. Look at our websites. I delete that right off.
if. I'll double check the records retention, but stuff like that, if you print it off. And we put it in the file, like I now have a dam file, there's a roads file with each individual roads that we can delete the email, as long as we have that file somewhere, but I will double check the retentions on the email update, so, and I'll get back to us and I'll let everybody know, because that might be a way that we can. And we save some of that. It'll just be on paper form instead of email form.
How's your percentage on?
I cleaned my damn stuff out, that helped a lot.
All that damn stuff. But, yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
But I'm wondering whether we can't use the OneDrive storage to put, important emails.
See, what I do is I print mine to PDF, my emails.
Right.
So it saves it's not just saving the text, it saves the to, from, et cetera, and all the
That's
email
quite a bit of
information.
work, but
Hmm?
that's quite a bit of work.
If you can show us what to do, I will do it.
No, I just say print, but yeah,
Right. But you have to do each one separately.
yeah, but when I read them, I
Yeah.
do that. And that way I have them to search.
Yeah, no, it's not a bad idea.
But I do keep a lot of things in my hand too.
I like to be able
The
to, I
search
like to be
email.
able to search and retrieve from my email. Okay, so I guess,
Scott,
should I just email Scott or
Yeah.
Tina? Okay, I'm gonna email Scott.
Yep.
The Zoom, the Zoom came up too. I did email, I guess it was MMA legal. I emailed in the spring and I just have to dig up what they said. I think what they said is check with the state archivist, but
that's for this right here.
for the Zoom,
Yeah.
for Zoom storage, because we've been recording
Oh,
all
When
the
I
meeting.
do that, I can ask that question.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Thank you, Tina.
And I have.
So where are the recorded meetings now stored?
YouTube.
On the Zoom cloud and on YouTube
And
Okay.
and on the web. And
How long do they stay on YouTube?
I don't know the answer to that. I think they're for a long time.
Mhm.
I think that was,
But I think there's a limit there to the storage without a paid account.
Yeah,
Right, true.
I think that was part of my first question legal was like, can we just call YouTube our storage or our website our storage, I think is what I asked.
Mhm.
And I think that's when.
Is
we're
our-
sure.
if our meetings are on the website,
The meetings are not on the website.
they're not on the website.
The meetings are,
Oh, they
If
would
they're
be
linked to
videos.
YouTube.
all we're doing is linking to those.
We need to do something about it then. How can we?
The meetings are all stored in Zoom.
If
Can
you
we-
post your minutes, you don't have to do anything else.
Do you think that's, we
Correct.
can delete the old ones?
You're
then?
right.
Right, as long as you post, as long as you have your minutes, they're
Right.
signed minutes and you
Oh.
have them in archive and you can.
Those are definitely all posted, so.
Yeah, then that's all you have to post. You don't have to post the videos. You can just,
It would be nice that we could do something with the videos so that they would go in the cloud somehow.
can't we take one of those big servers that are downstairs, wipe them out just for storage for stuff like that? That maybe if the cloud gets overrun or if we're running out of storage, that we can
Question
put
for
it.
Scott.
download it.
The other thing is putting all those files onto OneDrive. And
Yeah.
using that as
Yeah.
their storage, because then you've got backups, no matter what.
Mhm.
But again, there's limitations. I know, I'm pretty sure they come with a terabyte, but that might
Yeah.
not last too long.
Yeah, we have a bunch of,
for
With
videos.
videos.
well, you're gonna check on it.
Yeah, I'll check on
Okay,
that, yeah.
and we'll figure out.
And then what was the other one? MailChimp? Chip.
Oh, MailChimp.
Yeah, did you guys
Zip
get the
file?
message that I forwarded you from
I don't have a
Scott?
clue what you're talking about.
Try it. Yeah.
So I was waiting for you to.
Okay, so basically, like, I did that, you guys told me to go ahead and do the oops for the community center, because they changed their date. Once I did that, I now have to wait 30 days in order to send any more emails, because we're 80 over the limit.
Oh my
80 candidates over the limit. So now, like, instead of me sending it out the day after the 25th, like I want to, I have to wait till the 27th or the 28th, I'm not quite sure on that date. In order to send it out again. And then, like, we had a rabies clinic, Heather's like, hey, can you shoot this out? I just saw it. I couldn't even send out the rabies clinic.
Oh, that's
So,
the newsletter. You send out the newsletter on MailChimp.
MailChimp is,
it's an
a way
email,
of sending out a lot of email.
right? Because Outlook has limitations, like I sent you what Scott forwarded me. Outlook will send it as spam. It won't send over a certain amount. And he said he's been having clients have issues with sending over 25 at a time. We don't send that many out at Augusta either. We send them out in chunks because we don't want to pay, but it's $13 a month. But I mean, how often do I have extra going out? Well, since I've been here, maybe 3 months, but again, when something pops out of the blue and we say, go ahead and do it, then I'm stuck. And I can't get that newsletter out ahead of time, which I would like to get it out way before that first. So that people have time to plan their events or whatever may be coming up, but.
Yeah.
But I, it doesn't matter to me, I'm just asking questions, it just makes it
So it's
easier.
like sending out an email to 25 people though.
I can send an email out to 25 people in Outlook, but as soon as I send out a 360 email, no, it'll go with spam, it'll go with
See what
junk,
I'm
it won't
getting
even
at?
send them.
Instead of do your email, you do your newsletter, but have. Oh, I see what you,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't.
and,
it's a way of sending out group emails
yeah, it'd be too many, it's more than 25. It's
because,
the full list of all your,
yeah,
Yeah, and to sit here and do it 25 at a time.
yeah, if you have a large distribution list in Outlook, it's automatically looks like spam to most email servers
Oh.
because it's going to this
Yeah.
whole list
Oh,
of
let me
people.
see
So
what
MailChimp
exactly they said here.
does it on a more individualized basis, so it doesn't go to spam as readily. It still
Yeah.
does some.
And I think there are guidelines around like you have to be able to unsubscribe from an email list, which you can't do in.
ask Mark if he knows of any other alternatives. And
Well, the other-
Scott might
Yeah,
know.
aside from, if you're gonna send emails, then I think MailChimp makes sense. The question that I wonder about is whether this ought to be just put onto the website, and you use the website to bring people
Yeah.
to.
That makes sense to me too. That's what, we didn't
That's where
put it on the
the,
website. That was the only place. You didn't even get a printed copy in Manchester. You went to the website.
What about for like the rabies clinic and things like that? There's a way to do a mail merge with Outlook. So it sends them individually, and those I don't think do get flagged as spam.
Yeah,
It's an
I-
extra step to do a word.
I've never
merge.
done that. So
Yeah.
somebody would have to show me how to do that. I've
I
never
do it
done.
all the time.
oh, I see what you mean.
Easy.
Just go to, so every month you'd have to go to the website and. Well, if you're getting it on an
announcements.
email, you should be able to go to the website and get it there too. If you're getting it on email, so you've got. You've got a computer and you've got internet. And there should be no
Right,
reason
instead
why
of
you
getting it through
can't,
your email, you can just go to the website.
Right. so there should be no reason why, in. Those, well, you could use the website for that too, for like a rabies clinic.
Mhm.
Or anything
The
that's
only trouble is to get
spontaneous.
people to look at it on a regular basis.
Yeah, that's
That's
a
the kicker. They don't.
Well-
Yeah.
The other
same
thing,
thing with email though.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
it
Yeah,
is.
It really is.
the,
You're never gonna make anybody happy,
Right.
no matter what we
Right.
do.
I am a member of the Vienna Mount Vernon Small Town Facebook group. I don't know whether you are or if you
I
are,
don't do. social
but that's a good place to post, hey, check out the website. Because I think people tend to look at that just on a more regular basis than going to the Mount Vernon website. This,
Yeah, just to see what's up.
yeah.
And Megan, it says, or the town hall
Yeah.
sign.
Yeah.
Just a good suggestion too. Megan,
Yeah, you guys just tell me how we wanna do it.
Yeah. Same here.
I mean, the MailChimp is going fine as long as I don't send out the extra. I can continue doing the newsletter
Well,
free,
do the extra on the website,
but like a rabies clinic,
yeah,
if I just find out about it on the 20th and it's on the 25th,
Yeah.
again,
Get
it's up
it,
to you.
get it on the website and tell me, I'll post it on the Vienna Mount Vernon
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
So,
And once Carl and I get together too, I just really need a username and password. I have the manual for the website. We'll get
Okay.
we'll get there eventually. But yeah, just tell me how you guys want me to do it, but that was just the dilemma that I ran into. We had an oops for the community center and then we had that rabies clinic and it really, we're 80 over to do it a third time a month. So, yeah.
Does that change if the number of emails requests?
It hasn't changed since I've gotten here. I think I had one person take their name off of the list and that was it since I've been here. Otherwise it stayed static the whole time. No new and no old.
should be new because we're getting new people in.
Yeah, you would think.
Nobody's contacted me or gone on the website and added or.
I still think we should have something for when Bill Butler gives out a building permit.
yeah, like a little
Yeah.
welcome.
Yeah, here's the town hall numbers, the hours, here's our website. And the other thing is, for construction vehicles, I would love to have a list that goes out in this welcome package. I do not try to have a large truck deliver construction material up the old Rome Road, or, you know, something like that.
Yep. Okay, anything else? Did
Tony?
you have
I'm
anything?
good. No, I went over the contracts plan earlier.
Nothing?
Just here checking stuff out.
Okay,
Okay,
you're all set?
I have some information about the Hovey Loose.
Yeah,
That's been a real learning curve. And it now is on the town, hard and square. Because Mr. Tompkins tried to register, he actually was successful in registering a corrective deed that gives him ownership of all of the property under Hovey Loose. But you, the town, the select board, sent him a letter stating that you acknowledge the blockage and the damage on the road, and that the road stands as a public easement. And his language in his corrective deed simply states that, well, whatever attorney he used, that the legal status of the road could not have been determined at the time of making this. Do you have a copy of this? This is his corrective deed. And it just simply states that at the time that they were going to put this together, this corrective deed, the legal status of the former Hovey Loose Road, okay, was not determined in preparation for this conveyance. Now, the fact is that an attorney, Roberta Manter, got involved, and an attorney was asked about this process, and it was stated very clearly that the road is a public access, and therefore you can't own it personally. The town has all priority on it. So the response was from this Bill Lee, this attorney Lee, that it says, one, it does not appear the town voted discontinue this portion of Hovey Loose Road in 1973 or at any other time. No discontinuance. And if the town had, they wouldn't have this dispute, obviously. And then it says, it appears the road is still public. As such, the road cannot be conveyed to Tompkins. You cannot convey what you don't own. So this falls squarely on the town from a legislative point of view, from road maintenance. And your letter to Mr. Tompkins on 12/8/22 states that you acknowledge that it's been blocked off. And you have also acknowledged that the status of the Hovey Loose Road is a public easement to be used by whatever. However, in this letter, you mentioned 30 years. Well, that's a statutory abandonment, okay? So if it's statutory, there's different rules that go along with a statutory abandonment. But the basic problem falls squarely on the town to remove whatever blockage has happened. And you have three basic choices. You go down there, you fix whatever's fixed, and let it be known for all and never after that the town has a public easement on that road, not to be blocked by any means or conveyance of any items, ditches, rocks, lumber, whatever. And then just let it go at that and let the easement stand. Two, you could go down there, remove the damage, which is going to cost the town some money. And you can go ahead and get in touch with Mr. Tompkins to the effect that he now owes the town for the repair of all of that. And you can notify him that if he does nothing, doesn't pony up anything, that you are legally able to attach property, real property, whatever, to recover the costs. And the third option is do nothing and then get sued badly by landowners that are affected and offended. So my question to the town. You have obviously stated responsibility to the public easement as a statutory abandonment. Are you going to defend that? Are you willing to defend that? How much would it take to go down there and fix that, whatever the problem is? Because you've already asked him to fix it and he hasn't done anything.
Legally, we can't do that. Because then we would lose, we would lose the abandonment.
What, if you go down and remove? No,
If
no.
we put anything on that road,
Yeah, you don't want to put anything on it. You want to remove all the stuff that's on it.
so we can't even do that.
Okay. This is legislative, okay?
Have you seen that road?
Oh, yeah, I've walked it.
Really?
Yeah.
So you could drive a car down that?
No,
Okay, so.
but that's not the point.
But if somebody drives down that road and gets hurt, Mr. Tompkins is the one that's gonna get sued.
No, it's not, because he
Yes, it
doesn't
is.
own all of it. He doesn't, so.
Let's go back to the other. one.
Okay, legislatively, this is stated, okay, this is Title 23, Subchapter 3452, removal of obstructions. When lumber, logs, or other obstructions without necessity are left on such ways, public easements, described in section 3451, any road commissioner or municipal officer may remove them, and he shall not be liable for loss or damage thereof unless occasioned by design or gross negligence, which you would not do. When no one appears to pay the expense and trouble of removal, he, being the municipal, whatever, may sell at public auction so much thereof as is sufficient for the purpose with charges of sale, posting notice of the time and place of sale in 2 public places in the town 7 days prior to. The person through whose neglect or willful default they were left may be prosecuted as for a nuisance. So you could go after Mr. Tompkins as a nuisance.
As long as that 30 years ran out after 1975.
Okay, you gotta, questions have to go to me.
Sorry.
Number one, we got an opinion from MMA, our attorneys. And they made their statements, and I think you got copies of that. And
No, I don't.
they specifically said that in order to get a firm decision, we would have to go out to our town legal counsel. And at that time, I specifically said that I was not in the position where I would spend any more money of town tax money to do that. I don't think the town was in a position to do any spending of monies to get an opinion on a abandoned road. That being said, this simply is a matter of neighbors having problems with each other.
Well, how do you define that?
The other thing is, if they want to address the issue, they can do 2 things. One is they can get a petition and ask for money to be put aside for a legal opinion, the town to get a legal opinion, and at town meeting, we could vote for, say, $2,000 for the town to have a legal opinion. I would
Okay,
more
how do
than
you
willing to do
define-
that.
how do you define the quote unquote disagreement between the landowners? How is that defined? In other words, they're asking for municipal guidance on a road that is municipally maintaining an easement. So how is it just simply a personal issue? I don't see how you go there.
Well, if they're not in agreement, why is it all coming back to us
Because it's your public easement. It's the town's public easement.
by
And right-
statute, not the town? We don't have anything to do with it. This is a state law. It's not our law. It's not a town law.
Was it ever a town road or has it always been a county road?
I don't even know that. I think it was a county road.
Well, you see, the problem is not
Not sure.
between neighbors as much as it is neighbors looking for solid information that would help them give guidance to their issues. So if they are going to look to the town to give definition on these statutes, which you have in your policy and procedure manuals, okay? Saying that it lands squarely in the middle of the road, okay? As an easement, okay? As a public easement on an abandoned road, the language is stating that it goes to the center of the road. Well, if it's a state road, owned road, okay, there's no state documentation that it is. If it was a county road, there's no state documentation that there was ever a county road. So it makes a municipal road the only option. And as a municipal road, you by rights as a town have to keep that open because two things happen. People have got to be able to cross it and the landowners have to be able to access their property. And right now, the landowners are being denied access to their property
Why?
because they can't drive down it. If they wanted to sell a lot down off that road, okay, and come to the town and petition the town to maintain the road or whatever, they wanted to sell a camp lot that was only seasonally accessed.
They have to maintain it. The town has no, we don't have to maintain that road. It was closed back in 47
Well, closed,
or something like that.
closed,
It was
Dis-
voted to be
discontinued?
closed.
okay, so was it actually put on a warrant?
Yeah.
And it was voted that it was discontinued
Yeah.
forever and after?
Yes. 4 roads were closed,
And the Hubby Loose was one of them.
yes.
But you stated that you maintained a public easement. How can you have it both
I
ways?
didn't state that.
No, well, yes, you have. You're in writing, you're in print.
Stated that.
But a discontinued road doesn't have to
Can I
have an
say
easement.
something, Bob?
Go ahead.
Can I say something?
Yep.
The reason that he stated that is because that's what Mr. Layton had told him, and he was going off what was told to him.
The reason why he says what?
That the road had a public easement. Before anybody ever did any research, that's what come out. That road has been blocked by cable for 30 years. Before 2015, it was closed for 30 years by cable. If you look at, pick up any atlas, it shows gate and bar in the atlas. Pick up any
Okay.
atlas,
Sign that thing up there.
pick up any atlas and look at it, it says gate and bar.
Gate and bar.
If you look at I got maps
Mhm.
showing
Do you want
that the
to do
county
any more?
Mhm.
don't even show that as a road
Right. I
in
know they don't.
in 1968.
Okay, we're
Any
talking,
road that was,
Okay, we're talking crosswise here.
sorry,
Okay, so
this is what that road looked like
What-
before I cleared it.
what do you think needs to
That's
be
the end of
done?
it,
the end of what?
the end of Robbie Loose Road.
Okay.
What do you think needs to be done?
Just to remove and repair the damage so that the road can be
You
traveled.
can't do that. You would need a town vote.
Okay, so they have to go and get 25% of the offended parties, whatever, and they need to petition the town with that. So here's another question. If they have to go that route and there's 5 people, 6 people in that family that are considered the offended parties, 25% of that 6-person
Landowner.
thing,
They would have to get, I don't know.
well, it says
16
25%.
Gubernatorial vote.
Of the people that have voted in the last gubernatorial election.
Where did the 25% come in then?
I don't know what you're looking
Yeah.
at. I
I'm
don't know.
looking
I mean,
at-
I don't
In
even
order
know
to be
25%. It's-
On the next town meeting vote.
Heather would have to do that. That's a
Yeah.
Heather thing.
Well, here's what his recommendation was to the Laytons, for instance. It says, my recommendations, as stated a couple of months ago, was to pursue with their elected selectmen the discontinuance of the road. If the selectmen vote to discontinue this portion of the Hovey Loose Road, the Laytons will own to the center line on their side and Tompkins will own to the center line on his side, problem solved. So if the road is discontinued and it is documented that it is discontinued,
Yeah, 1947.
where's the document? Does the town possess it?
I can go in my truck and get you right out of the newspaper.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, so I'm just saying, it's been documented that it's discontinued, so,
Road is closed.
okay, so the landowners now fall to the center of whatever that road was?
Because when Mr. Daniels sold the land to Mr.
Let's not go there.
That, that's where
I
it
can
becomes
explain to you after.
a civil matter that takes the town out of it. That
I
it's,
can explain.
my reading is that it's between the landowners.
Yeah.
It's not a town issue anymore because it was a closed road.
You have to look at deeds and we're
Yeah.
beyond that. We need to move on.
I'm willing to explain it all to you.
It's okay. That's okay.
Um,
I'll show you the paper.
Yeah, that's
we
fine.
have anything else?
Yeah.
No.
Nope.
We need to go conclude the Zoom and YouTube portion of this meeting and go into executive session pursuant to 1 MSR SA 4056A, a personal matter.
Right. Bye.
And that's
everyone.
at
Yeah.
7:49, and I'll tell you when we come out.
I'll just leave my book open.
Goodbye, everyone online. Good night.